We all have a game we tend to revisit when things get rough, whether it be overbearing stress from school, work, or even relationships. Whatever the reason may be, we can all agree that some form of escapism is necessary and can help from time to time. Mine just so happens to be Halo 3.
Hit it!
It's been 14 years since this game was released, so the question bears, why do I still play it? Well, for me, it gives me comfort and a sense of belonging in a world I thought I didn't belong in. At the time, I didn't have many friends, had no one to talk to, and I felt alone most of the time. But entering the world of Halo 3 made me escape reality, and I loved it. Starting up the campaign and being introduced to the first cutscene was exciting. Listening to Cortana talk about the Master Chief as he is hurtling down from space onto Earth among the starry night sky is something that never fails to give me goosebumps. This game shielded my eyes from the responsibility that I had as I was growing up, and in some cases, it still does. It relieved stress even before I knew what stress actually felt like. Ultimately, I had become immersed in a fictional world, and it became my home. I can go off talking about the campaign for hours, but that's not what I want to talk about today. I want to discuss the first time I entered Halo 3 matchmaking, leading to the creation of endless memories from custom games, and how just playing a 14-year-old game made me feel like I belonged here. But before I get into it, I want to share how beautiful the title screen is and how the melodic theme never fails to make me feel at home. In that moment, I feel okay. Halo 3 matchmaking was, and if not the most fun I've had since joining Xbox Live. It was the first game I got to try when making my account, and I wish I could go back to relive that first day. I had no friends who I knew that had an Xbox, so I had to resort to making friends for the first time again. I saw it as an adventure really, starting off by yourself to then communicating with others and building friendships from nothing. Yeah, I was nervous, but I had nothing to worry about because behind the microphone, they didn't know who I was. I had a chance for people to make their first impressions of me all over again, and surprisingly enough, I think I did a good job. I made a ton of friends who I no longer talk to, and it's been years since I've made contact with them, but they're still on my friends list with their offline status, and sometimes even the last game they played was Halo 3. Regardless, me turning on my mic and just striking up a casual conversation resulted in me constructing friendships from people across the country, and I even remember always talking to one friend every day, and we'd always kick ass playing Slayer, and then we would hit up our mutual friends, and we'd join in on custom games for hours on end since everyone had different maps to try. Personally, I like the racing ones because the tracks were always creative, and we would have so many players it'd be a clusterfuck on the track, which made it even more hilarious. I miss those days. The days where I came back home from a long day of middle school, and as I walked through the front door, I immediately turned on my Xbox 360 and checked to see if anyone was online. If someone was online and they were in a party, I'd join them. If not, then I'd start one myself and invite everyone. Then I'd just have some fun with my online friends till my parents said it's time for bed. And I slept just to repeat the same cycle all over again. I didn't mind it because, funny enough, I felt like I had a purpose for once besides going to school and doing homework. Playing Halo 3 and continuing to play ranked by myself or with friends made me want to be better at the game. At some point, I even wanted to go pro and just play Halo 3 for a living. But I was young and naive, and I knew that couldn't happen. It didn't stop me from trying, though. The thousands of custom games played, the matches that have been won and lost, and the endless amounts of memories and friendships I made will always be a part of me. Life was simple back then, and I sound like I'm aging so rapidly, but I'm 21, and I'm about to turn 22, and it just mind boggles me that I played this game when I was 10. Time flies, and at times I wish I could go back to those days. I wouldn't say I took those years for granted, but wouldn't it be nice to just go back in time, having no stress in the world, heating up a hot pocket, or in my case, two, grabbing an ice cold soda from the fridge and plopping onto your foldable chair ready to begin a night of custom games and social slayer with an Xbox Live party full of your friends. That's a simple life, and that's what I did, and I wouldn't change it if I could. With that being said, all I have to say is thank you, Halo 3, for the wholesome memories, the unlimited amount of joy that you have brought me, and being the reason you made my childhood memorable and worthwhile. Hi everyone. This video may be short, but I had an overwhelming drive of creativity, and I wanted to talk about something I love and something that means a lot to me in gaming. So thank you for hearing me out, and hopefully you liked the video. And if you have a game that gives you comfort or any sort of thing like that, then go ahead and let me know in the comments. I'd like to check them out. I stream from time to time, so I'll put my stream down in the description, and hopefully you stop by. Thank you and have a good night. I don't know if this will be a normal thing that I start uploading videos, but I do have some ideas in mind, so stay tuned. Hopefully something comes out of my head. Alright, good night.